passionate about using relative frequencies to estimate probabilities. So there's a new formula to calculate probability called the experimental probability. It is calculated using the results of an experiment or survey. So the experimental probability is number of times the outcome occurs over the total number of trials in the experiment. Yep, okay, good. And the expected number of occurrences is probability times the number of trials. So we're going to use these formulas to do example 1. Now before we do that, maybe I just highlight the formula. So I use the highlighter tool. So we'll go, that's a formula is important. And then you also have the experimental probability. All right. Okay, now we're going to do the questions very easy. Now, Chris plays rugby, has a record of kicking a goal from a penalty kick 4 times out of 7 attempts. So your experimental probability are based on the results of the experiment, 4 out of 7. And once you get the probability, you can work out the expected number of goals, which is the probability times the number of trials. So if I repeat this 28 times, the expected number of times you will score a goal will be 28 times 4 out of 7, 16 goals expected. Does that make sense? Yeah, because 28 divided by 7 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. No, like you can do on a calculator. So for example, you go 28 times by fraction 4 out of 7. You get 16, right? Because 28 divided by 7 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16 goals. 6 over 28. No. He do that experiment 28 times. So every 7 penalty goals, he kicks in 4 goals, right? Yep. Yep, which is 4. 4 times 4, 16. So think of it this way. Every 7 penalty, there's 4 goals. So 28 means 4 lots of 4 goals. So you get 16. So if you go 7 penalty, 4 goals. So 28 penalty, 16 goals. Does that make sense? Okay, let's move on to the next bit. Let's look at the next example. A box contains an unknown number of color balls. Okay, and a ball is drawn from the box and then replaced. This procedure is carried out 100 times. Color of the ball is drawn is recorded each time. 25 red balls were recorded. So what's your... Yeah, 25 out of 100. No time. That's the experimental probability. It stays as a fraction, which simplified to be 1 over 4. Now, once you get the probability, you use that to find the expected number of red ball. Expected number of red balls, which is 1/4 times 500 balls. Yes? What would it be? Times 5 by 25. Yeah, you're right. Which is, but what if the number doesn't go in? Then this method, yeah, because it goes in, yes, you can do it a second way. 125. Hang on. Balls expected. No. Okay, all right, any question? So make sure you do the exercise 9F today. And for homework. Right, done. Okay.